the tables have turned. Now I'm my own.
Hey, what's up, you guys? And I'm back. So, we're gonna talk about my disability. Now, I told you the story about the guy who told me he couldn't be with me because of the way that I walk. So, now we're gonna get into why I walk the way that I walk. So, let's get to it. I was born with a birth defect called Spinabifida. Anybody that knows what that is, you're intelligent. So I was born with spina bifida and hydrocephalus. Hydrocephalus is water on the brain. Spina bifida is a birth defect that affects the nerves. So I have had over 20 surgeries throughout my life, from birth till I was like 20, 19, 20, right? And it affects a lot. It affects the way I walk. It affects most people. It affects everybody's walk, actually. Um, Anybody who knows about Nicole Ari Parker and Boris Kodjoe's daughter, Sophie, she also has spina bifida. We walk, some of us walk with devices like such as braces, uh, walkers. Some people can't walk at all. They're in wheelchairs and stuff like that. I was born with it, and the time that I was born with it, it wasn't detected through sonograms. I was born in 92. So at this time, people didn't, you couldn't detect it. You couldn't, you wouldn't know until the child was born. I was born with a hole in my back, which allowed the flesh to be outward. And that is how they knew that I had spina bifida. My spine is curved, so it makes things difficult. It makes walking difficult. Um, I used to walk with long orthotic braces. Then when I got to high school, I graduated from that to the little things that they put in your shoe. Um, I eventually stopped wearing those because they started to hurt. So I just, was like, whatever. Now I just walk with my sneakers and call it a day. I do have difficulties walking. However, it's not as bad. It's not like how, most people are. I'm actually I function very well, you know. I also have something called a VP shunt, where it drains the water from my brain to my stomach. That's from the hydrocephalus. When you're born, they automatically, like I said, they automatically know, and you automatically go into surgery. And as a child, it was difficult. People are very ignorant. People are very ignorant, and people are very cruel. Now, I never really cared. However, the people that are around me that love me did. So, like my mom, like we would walk outside, and people see that I walk, and I walk, a little wobbly here and there. You can tell that something's wrong. It's not like, oh my god, but it's like, okay, yeah. However, people, you would think, adults, I'm gonna say, were more ignorant than children, and they would stare, and that would piss my mother off. it didn't do anything to me. It still doesn't, because I really don't care, whatever. Um, and people would just stare and like, oh my god, because I would walk and like I would wear shorts and have my braces, and I guess people act like they've never seen such things before. Um, Getting older, going to school, was it difficult? Was I made fun of in school? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. However, um, when I became a teenager and I started hanging out like with my cousins and stuff like that, her friends who were boys, they would, make fun and say things, we were kids, so it didn't really matter to me. It wasn't like, oh my god, like my feelings are hurt. It was just like, okay, and they would ask, why you walk like that? Like, what is wrong with you? And I wouldn't answer because it's just like, I'm not gonna answer you and you're sitting there kiki and hee heeing about me or whatever like that. And then there was a boy that I liked. We're gonna call him Greg. I liked him, and he liked me. He thought I was pretty, but because of the way that I walk, he was just like, no. You know, did that hurt my feelings? Yeah, it did. Because it's just like, wow. I mean, eventually I got over it because, we were children, so it was just like, whatever. Um, you know, Now as an adult, certain things, a lot of things don't bother me. Like, I really just don't care, But like I said, the people that are around me, they care, and it hurts their feelings to see people stare and, whatever. But, you know, I was born with a disability that I'm going to have for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain things that I wish I could do, but I can't. You know, I I can't do certain things that other people can do. Does it bother me sometimes? Yeah, a little bit, because I want to I want to be able to flip. I want to be able to get on certain rides at carnivals and stuff, but I can't because of my body and surgical procedures that I've had that can potentially mess me up in the long run. And I don't want to be messed up in the long run because I don't want to end up in a wheelchair for the rest of my life, No, not at all. Having children, some people, it might be difficult. It wasn't bad for me at all. Being pregnant was, I was fine the entire time. The only part that bothered me was the fact that I was not going to be able to be up to see my child when he came out. That's the only thing that bothered me. The reason why is because I cannot take epidural because of my spine. My spine is curved, so it would mess me up. So yes, I had to be asleep for that time. That's the only thing that's ever really bothered me. Um, can I have multiple children? I could. It's just gonna be, you know, it's not gonna be difficult, but it's just not gonna be that easy. Um, as far as dating, you know, you guys know I said in my last video about a person that was ignorant, but as far as dating is concerned, do I have an issue with that? Not necessarily. There are just a select few of people who are pretty ignorant, and they decide that they are going to say whatever they're going to say. Everybody is entitled to their opinion and how they feel, right? Everybody is entitled to not like me because of my situation. That's fine. Absolutely fine. I have no problem with that because I have no problem finding somebody else that has no problem with my disability in the first place. I was in a relationship at one time with a person who was very disrespectful to me, and he would say things about my disability, and we will talk about that another time. But yeah, other than that, I have no problem with that. Um, you know, it just is just about maturity. Are you mature enough to handle what it is that I go through every day? You know, I have I have to deal with this. It's something that I have to deal with. It's something that I deal with on a constant, like it's on a daily basis. I have to do a lot. You know, it's a struggle. It is. Do I get depressed over it? Yeah, I do. Cause like I said, do I wish I was normal like everybody else? I mean, I am, but there are some things that I wish that I could do that I see other people doing. It makes you sometimes it makes you a little sad, but I deal with it. I do what I need to do. You know, I work like everybody else. I do what I have to do. Get up and live a normal life because that's all you can do with the disability, with this disability, whether you walk, whether you don't walk. Some people don't have the opportunities that I have. They don't get to do the same thing that a lot of the things that I do. you know so you know I'm content. I'm content with the situation that I'm in at this point. I have to be, because it is what it is. I'm older now. I'm a mother. You know, I'm able to have children. That's the only thing that I'm really concerned about. I'm able to have kids. That's the only thing that ever really mattered to me. I'm able to do that. I'm able to do a lot of things. It's just a lot goes into this situation. A lot of surgeries, a lot of medication, a lot of hospitalizations, a lot. you know, and people don't really understand. I don't think that people really get that or understand that. So, that's why we have a lot of ignorant people in this world, which hopefully, if you see this video, you would understand and you would get a better perspective, of what we go through. We don't choose this life. We don't choose to go through the things that we go through every day. We don't choose to not be able to walk. We don't choose to not be able to comprehend and function and talk and stuff like that. Some people really are really messed up with this disability, and fortunately, I'm not. You know, and I'm content, and I'm good. I'm good, and nobody. I'm not here to be accepted. I'm not here because at the end of the day, I love me. At the end of the day, whoever accepts me, they accept me. If you don't, you don't. That's just how I live life at this point, and I'm just happy. So that's it. Spinabifida is not going to kill me. It's not. It's not the end of the world. It's not actually. It might actually help me, so that I can help other people, and that's all I got to say about that. Okay, I'm still gonna be me, regardless of how I walk, regardless of how I talk, regardless of the scars that I have, cause I got a lot. Okay, I mean, you either you like it or you don't. You get what you get. Okay, that is all I got to say about that. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share, share. Get this around to everybody. Let them know. Let them know that Spina Bifida is here and she ain't going nowhere. Hello, yes, I said that. Spina Bifida is here and she's not going nowhere. Get it through your mind, get it through your head, let it process, okay? And that's that. I'll be back with some more good stories. Because I got some stuff. Got some stuff for y'all. And like I said, subscribe. We are at 50. Thank you to the people that love me. I love you. I'm trying to get to 1,000. That's my goal. We're going to start at 100. But my goal for January 1st, 2nd, maybe the 14th. Look, my goal is to get to 1,000. Okay? I'm trying to reach people. So let's get it there. Okay?
Now the tables have turned. Now